Morning everyone. So often with bird watching and observing nature, it's just a matter of having your eyes peeled and keeping a lookout for what's going on around you. So this morning I was outside, or meant to be sanding and painting the workshop. So I was just getting ready, getting things sorted out here, and I noticed out of the corner of my eye some small brown birds fluttering around by the front door. So rather than getting on with jobs, I made myself a little comfy seat. Got well, actually you don't need a telescope, just a pair of binoculars, or often just sitting quietly watching, and just sat down for 10 minutes to see if I could identify them. Oh, you can see it fluttering around. There's a pair of them. So these are spotted flycatchers. There it goes. Now what I'm going to try and do is rig up my telescope with my camera, see if we can get a closer look. Right, there he is. Oh, two of them. God, this hasn't been easy. I've wasted all morning trying to get these shots, so I hope you appreciate them. Well, there they go. So they're spotted flycatchers. I'll just keep it there for a minute because that's their favourite perch. Really, this telescope's a bit too powerful and it's all a bit too zoomed in. So I'll tell you a bit about spotted flycatchers. They're a summer migrant. They're fairly late to arrive in the UK. Where are we? Early May. This is the first ones I've seen. They usually appear here every year. So they've just arrived. They've flown in. They overwinter in southern Africa. So that's a journey of probably 6,000 or 7,000 miles. It's unbelievable, isn't it? So if they do that maybe over a 4-week period, they're covering 200, 250 miles a day. So they'll fly over here in the spring, maybe have 2 clutches or two broods of chicks. So hopefully they'll nest fairly soon. The fact that they're in that hydrangea around the front door makes me think that that's where they're looking to build a nest. So I'm going to keep an eye on things here. So they'll rear a brood of chicks, over probably 5 or 6 weeks. They'll fledge, then maybe have a second brood, and then end of August they'll fly back down to southern Africa. Return journey of 7,000 miles. Quite extraordinary. Just a small little bird, no bigger than a house sparrow. But they're fascinating birds to watch because they'll often rest on a perch, which is why I've got the camera lined up on that perch where they keep coming back to. He's here. Is he coming? Yeah, there he is. See, he keeps coming back to that perch. So they'll come there, they'll sit there for a minute or two, see an insect fly past, zip out, catch the insect in flight, and come back onto their perch. And got a very characteristic way of flying out, catching an insect, going back to the perch again. Right, well, hopefully they'll be nesting and we can get a few shots of them on the nest, or some young ones later on in the year.